Namaste, welcome to Yoga and You. I'm Rasika Sampath. This is the second episode of our two-part series on Sarvangasana or shoulder stand. If you are somebody who's still working on your shoulder stand and is not comfortable in it yet, please refer to the first video where I've also explained the benefits of shoulder stand. In this video, we will look at a flow which will prepare you for shoulder stand and certain vinyasas or movements in shoulder stand. So this is meant for people who are reasonably comfortable in shoulder stand itself. These vinyasas make the shoulder stand a little more dynamic, and also it helps to strengthen and open different parts of your lower body, along with giving you the benefits of the shoulder stand itself. So let's get started. We'll start lying down on our backs. Draw your knees into your chest. For Pavanmuktasana, you can hug your knees in. Keep the neck neutral, so the back of your neck is long, your chin tucked towards your chest. And we'll stay here for 5. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you can hold on to your knees and begin to rock up and down. Just massaging the spine. And then rock up and come into seated. Sit in Vajrasana. So sit on your heels, your thighs together. With your hands on your knees, we'll practice 3 rounds of the cat and cow stretch. Inhale, pull the knees towards you as you puff the chest up and lift your chin up. As you exhale, feel for pushing the knees away from you as you round your spine, tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale, puff up the chest. Exhale, round your spine. One more like this. Inhale and arch your back. Exhale and round the back. Inhale, come back to a neutral position and come into tabletop. Your hands and your knees. Your knees directly under your hips and your wrists under your shoulders. From here, inhale and lift the right leg up with your knee bent. Okay, so your foot is pointing up at the sky. From here, inhale and exhale, crunch in, bring your knee to your nose. We'll do this 3 times. Inhale and lift. Exhale, knee to nose. 2. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to nose. 3. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, drop the knee down. Repeat on the other side. Lift the left leg up, knee bent. Inhale here. Exhale, knee to nose. 1. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to nose. 2. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to nose. For 3, inhale, lift the leg up, and exhale, bring the knee down. Now slowly tuck your toes and exhale into your downward facing dog. I always specify that if it's the first downward dog for your practice or for your day, take some time to just feel into the posture, move around, maybe bend one knee, bend the other. Just see how you're feeling in your body. It's a great place to just assess your body. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Now inhale and step the right leg forward to the front of your mat, in between your hands. Spin the back heel down. Your front heel is in line with your back heel. Inhale, we're going to lift up and come into Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana A. Lift your hands up and look up. If your palms can touch, gaze up at your thumbs. Stay for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now exhale and take your hands back behind you. Interlock your fingers. Inhale, lift the chest, so really puff up the chest, and exhale, we'll come into humble warrior. So fold to the inside of your right leg, bringing your knuckles overhead. Stay here and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bring your hands down and come onto the ball of your left foot. So your heels lift up. Now bend that left knee so that it's almost touching the mat. It's not all the way down, but it's almost touching the mat. Inhale here. Exhale, straighten both your knees, coming into like a modified pyramid. We're going to do this 3 times. So 2 more times. Inhale, bend both your knees. Exhale, straighten both your knees. One last time. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Good. Now inhale and slowly come up and face the lengthy side of your mat. I'm going to turn around and face you. Face the lengthy side of the mat. We're going to go for a variation of Prasarita Padottanasana. So you're going to take your hands back behind you. Make sure the feet are parallel to each other. So a slight internal rotation of your thigh is good. Take your hands behind you. Interlock the fingers. Inhale to lift the chest up. And exhale, come all the way down, crown of your head towards the mat. We'll do this 3 times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Good. Inhale, lift up. Release your hands. Again, face the front of your mat and lift your right leg up into a standing splits. Udvaika Pada Prasaranasana, but usually we lift the leg up much higher, but I want you to keep the leg at 90 degrees, at your hip level rather. Okay. You can place your hands down or on blocks and we'll stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your right leg to meet the left. To a forward fold. Inhale to a flat back first, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, Samastitihi. We're going to go straight to the other side. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, step back to downward facing dog. If you're used to taking vinyasas, feel free to take one here. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale and step the left leg forward. Okay, from here, the same thing that we did on the other side, spin the back heel down. Make sure the heel to heel alignment is there. If that's too narrow for you, you can take a wider stance. Rise up for Warrior 1 Virabhadrasana A. Gaze up if your palms can touch. Stay for 5, 4, keep the hips squared, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, take your hands back behind you. Interlock your fingers. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, humble warrior, fold to the inside of your left leg. Bring your knuckles overhead and stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring both your hands down. Come onto the ball of your right foot, lifting the right heel up. Bend both your knees, almost touching the right knee down. Exhale, straighten both the legs. Inhale, bend both the knees. Exhale and straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale and straighten. Good. Now from here, inhale, come up and face the lengthy side of your mat. Again, parallel your feet and come into the Prasarita Padottanasana position. We're going to do Prasarita Padottanasana D this time, holding our big toes. Okay, so hands on your hips. Inhale, lengthen your spine and exhale, hinge from the hips as you fold down and hold your big toes with your peace sign fingers, index and middle finger, wrap it around with your thumb. If you can't quite grab the toes, you can shorten your stance a little bit, or you can just bring your hands to the middle under your face. Inhale, lengthen your spine, flat back. Exhale, bring the crown of your head down. We'll do this 2 more times. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, lengthen the spine. 1 more time. Inhale, flat back. Exhale and fold it down. Okay, inhale now to a flat back and walk your hands to the front of your mat again. And this time we'll come into a half splits. So place your hands down, lift the right leg up in line with your hips. Square the hips, don't open the hip out like that. Stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring your right leg to meet the left. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale to fold down. Inhale, rise up. Reach your arms up. Exhale, Samasthiti. Okay, now we're going to move into another movement. So all these movements that we're practicing is basically to prepare the legs and the lower body basically to do the same when you're upside down in Sarvangasana. Alright? Alright, so from here, bring your hands to your hips and come down halfway. So just hinge at the hips halfway. You can bring your hands down. Make sure your feet are together or just a slight gap between them. You can bring blocks under your hands if you have them, or if your hands easily reach down, you can bring them down to the mat. From here, from this flat back position, what you're going to do is bend both your knees, lift the heels up and sit down with your knees close to your chest. We'll do this 3 times. Okay? So inhale into that flat back, straighten your knees. Exhale, bend the knees, knees to chest, tuck position. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, straighten. The next position is we're going to take it into like a butterfly sort of shape. So you're going to open the knees out as you sit down. Okay, so inhale here. Exhale, you're going to open the knees out and bring the feet together. So it's like that Bharatanatyam dancer position. Inhale, straighten your knees. Exhale, open the knees out. Keep the spine straight. Last one, inhale, straighten. Exhale, open the knees out. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, Samasthiti. Okay, now we'll do a few standing balances. We'll start with knee to chest. Okay, so what's very important for any balancing pose is your drishti. So fix your gaze at an immovable point in front of you. So we'll start with lifting the right leg. So fix your gaze at a point, shift the weight onto your left leg, and let's bring the right knee up into the chest for 5, 4, you can hold the knee as well, 3, 2, and 1. Come into tree pose, Vrikshasana. The sole of your right foot against your left inner thigh. Hands to your heart, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you can try to bring that right leg into half lotus if you're comfortable with lotus position, otherwise stay in the previous one. So you can bring that heel up towards the lower belly on the left side. You can continue to hold the leg or release if you're able to find a hold. 3, 2, 1. Now wrap that right leg around your left for Garudasana. Wrap your right hand around your left and bend your knees. Stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come up, release your legs, release your hands. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bring your hands down by your side. We'll repeat the same on the other side. Okay? So shift your weight onto the right leg. Fix your gaze at a steady point in front of you and lift your left knee up into your chest. You can hold the knee with your hands and stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the sole of your left foot against the right inner thigh. Tree pose, Vrikshasana. Hands to your heart. Stay 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now take that left leg up into half lotus position if you can, and if you did it on the other side. Your left knee is going down, okay? And we'll stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wrap that left leg around the right. Take your left hand under the right. Wrap it around. Bend your knees and sit low for Garudasana. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, if you lose your balance, just laugh about it. Release. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale to a flat back. And exhale, just bring both your knees down. And let's come to a lying down position. Now lie down and we'll practice some core work before we get into the shoulder stand. Okay, so what we're going to do is alternating Navasana. So you can lie down on your back, extend both your legs out, take your hands back behind you. Inhale here, and as you exhale, you're going to lift the right leg up and bring the chest up towards your thighs, hands by your side. You'll feel the core. We'll just do 3 sets of this. Okay, inhale, take it back. Exhale, Navasana on the left. Inhale back, exhale right. Inhale back, exhale left. Inhale back, just one more round, exhale right. Inhale, exhale left. Inhale, take it back, bring your hands by your side, exhale. Bend both your knees. And we'll come into a windshield wiper first. So just take your feet apart as wide as the mat, and you're just going to drop your knees to the right, drop your knees to the left, to the right, to the left, and back to center. Now bring the feet to about hips width distance and try to see if you can hold your ankles with your hands for your bridge pose. If that's not possible, take your regular bridge with your hands by your side. Okay, and from here, inhale, lift the hips up, chin to your chest, and we'll stay here for 5 big breaths. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale and come back down. And we are ready for our shoulder stand. What I want to prepare you for before is that you can have a blanket. It's just so much more comfortable to have something a little cushiony under your shoulders, because you're going to be in the shoulder stand for a long time and you're going to do movements in it. Okay, so make sure that your shoulders are supported. So I'm going to use a blanket and fold it up in an even way so that it supports the shoulder. Okay, so place it in such a way that your shoulders are supported by the blanket. Your head can be out of it, that's fine. So everything that we practice now, all the leg movements, we're going to try and attempt all of them while we are in shoulder stand. Alright, so let's get into the posture first. Get into our shoulder stand, lift the legs up, the hips go up, support your back, try to move your hands up your back as you straighten the legs, bringing the hips in line with your shoulders as much as you can. Chin tucked to the chest. You can stay here and take a few breaths and get comfortable. And from here, we can start to play around. Okay, so you can try out the different positions that we tried. So bend both your knees. You can bring your knees to your forehead. Take it back up. Open the legs out wide into a wide straddle. Bring the legs back behind you. Then you can lift them back up and bring the legs back together. Bend both your knees like we did in one of the positions on the mat, and back. Other side into like a 90-90 position, and back. Lift both the legs up. Good. From here you can try to bring the right knee to your chest, rather right knee to your forehead. Open the right knee out into a tree. From here you can bring it into a half lotus as much as you can. Wrap the legs around for Garudasana. Release. Repeat on the other side, knee to nose or knee to forehead. Open out to tree. Half lotus. Wrap the left leg around the right. And release. You can bring the soles of your feet together and open the knees out wide into a butterfly shape. And release. Now you can bring the legs all the way back into Halasana, flower pose. You can try to hold your big toes and stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your hands. You can bring your hands down on the mat. Use them as brakes and come down one vertebra at a time. Slowly bring both your legs down using your core and relax for a while. You'll notice that you're sweating. If you did the vinyasas, you can take a lot more time and spend about 5 breaths at least in each of the postures. I was just showing you all the variations, so we went a little quicker. All right. Always remember to end with Matsyasana, hands under your body. Press into your elbows to lift the chest up. Drop the crown of your head down and stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lift the head up. Release. Release your hands. Open your legs out wide and relax in Shavasana for as long as you'd like to. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope you enjoyed this series on Sarvangasana. Please continue practicing and try to include it in your practice on a daily basis. You will really see a lot of benefits for yourself.